Mexico draw results are out. They weren't supposed to be out till April 26th. They came out yesterday, which was April 12th. I drew out a archery deer tag and an archery elk tag. Now the elk tag is the same unit I hunted last year for elk. Last year I had the first hunt. It was a long hunt. It was a hard hunt. The elk were not talking whatsoever. I was finally able to get it done on the last day. I shot a 5x5. Hopefully this year, being the second hunt, it's going to be a week later. Maybe the elk are going to be talking a little bit more. It should be a really fun hunt. This is going to be our first go around trying to film a hunt. We have a lot of scouting planned. I already have a trail camera out. I plan on putting out all my other trail cameras next weekend. It's going to be our first go around filming. May not turn out good, may turn out pretty decent, we don't know. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. On our first scouting trip of the year for elk. We checked a camera earlier that we had previously set up. We just kind of put it up on a whim, thinking that maybe somebody would get a elk tag for this unit, and they did. Just happened to be me. So me and Ryan are out here battling this snow, trying to put up the rest of our cameras. Alright, we're up here scouting, and we were pretty down in the dumps this morning. It started snowing on us like crazy. Well, we had a break, and sometimes you just got to stop and take in the countryside, and we found some elk right in there, way down there. I'm gonna sit up here and watch them a few minutes. We're back here, day 2, packing in a couple cameras. We're gonna go in about a mile. Should be an easy hike, except we're dealing with about a foot of snow. Makes it a little tougher. Alright, we're on our third scouting trip. Checking cameras. Last trip we came up here, bear ripped it off the tree. I'll try to throw in that last photo. We got the bear ripping it off the tree. Try to put this camera back on. We had to hang it upside down. How it broke, the only way we could put it back on was upside down. I bought these clips for the trail camera that we should be able to hang it from the tree, so we should be able to hang it upright this time. Hopefully they work pretty good. I've never used one of these, but it seems like it's going to work pretty well. Be able to aim the camera whichever way, which we're just kind of glassing this opening. We've had quite a bit of activity on this meadow. Seems like this is going to solve our problem of the broken camera that the bear ripped off the tree. Pretty neat. This is what it turned out. Pretty neat. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. I mean, if the bear comes back, he'll rip it off again, but hopefully he won't. Okay, we are just about ready to set this bad boy. It's aimed pretty good. Hope the battery life is pretty good too. I ain't changing the batteries till next time. Oh, really? Over there? Yeah, you could like... Yeah, they've been hitting this thing hard. Ooh. It's Memorial Day. We have 109 days till elk season starts. Just want to say thanks to all the active military and everybody else who's served. And just remember the ones who ultimately gave their life so that we could have this freedom and be in this great country. But we're heading out to my parents' house. My dad has a pretty cool archery range. Haven't been able to shoot the bow in a couple weeks. It's been too windy. Today's supposed to be pretty nice. Think I have it just about sighted in. Need to do some minor adjustments, but hopefully we can get it all set up today and just start practicing, get ready for elk season. It's only had a couple elk on it. I think they've been the same 2 elk every time. First shed of the day. So we found a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, and a bungee strap.
It's a good day.
Good day. This bad boy. I think we should go to that other one first, the one by itself. And then we can check it. If there ain't nothing going to it, we can just take it home.
This is a good spot. It's not junk.
No.
It's a perfectly good spot.
In September, I think it's the place to be, but I mean, I think we've done as much scouting here as we can. Go at least get us a couple other places maybe that we can check out if this one doesn't pan out. Cows have found it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, so far we're 6 for 6 on not having cameras stolen.
Well, that's a good thing.
Only one it might be is the one up on the Peace Mountain.
The one right by the road.
I'm counting on that one never being stolen just because it's
that
so
close.
Right in the
it's
middle.
so obvious that nobody's ever going to see it. Just checked another camera me and Jeff put out last time we were up here. Took like 5,000 pictures. We started going through a couple of them. Looked like every single one of them had an elk on them. There was a spot we didn't even think there was that many elk, and just covered up in them. We're to go catch up with Ryan and Jeff. They left me behind. I'm seeing if Ryan's gonna fall or not. Well, we just got back into the honey hole and put up a tree stand. Then we have a camera here, and went and opened it, and I thought I was gonna have to blame Ryan on having it shut off, but it turns out somebody stole our card and turned it off. We have another camera right down the way, we'll either have 2 missing cards or we might have them, whoever took it. Didn't know how I'd feel with someone taking a card, but knew it was going to happen sometime, and it's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. We just checked our second camera that was close to the first one that got swapped out, and they took our card. And wouldn't you know, they took that one as well. Pretty disappointing, but they put a card in this one, so at least we'll have about a week's worth of pictures from what we could tell. Then we found their camera that they left and matched up the card, so we know who it is. We got a couple pictures of them now. See what happens from here. Left them a note asking them to leave our camera alone. See what happens next time we come up. We are on our last trip of the year before season. Season starts in about 12 days. So that means we'll be back up here in about 10. We're currently going to the cameras that we had messed with last time. We want to see what's going on with them, see if they've been messed with again or not. The elk sign walking in here is crazy. So either way, I think this is going to be a good starting point. But hopefully the cameras still have cards in them, or the cameras are still there. We'll see when we get there. We just made it to the first camera on this hike that was messed with last time. And so far so good. We had to re-hide the camera and put it off a little ways, but it wasn't messed with this time. So maybe we'll get some good information on the way up here. We're seeing a lot more elk sign than we normally do. Can't wait to get to the pond, see if everything's still there, see if the tree stand's been messed with or anything. Thinking this might be a good area. Well, scratch that. They came and they actually put the old card, the original card that they stole, they came and put it back in and replaced it with the card that we had previously put, and but they didn't delete any of the pictures. I mean, they just swapped them out, and so we're going to end up missing about a week's worth of pictures that they have that's on the current card that they took from us. Makes me nervous about the pond, because the pond was a hot spot, and makes me nervous that there may be no pictures up there if they took that card again. So we'll find out when we walk up there. We just got done checking the pond camera, and from what we can tell, nothing was messed with our camera anymore. Those people went back up and retrieved the camera that they left, and it seems like they left our camera alone, just messing with the other one. And so overall, I mean, all we lost was an SD card and about 3 weeks worth of pictures. But we're back on track. We have the latest pictures, which are going to be the most important with season coming up in 12 days. So we'll check it the day before season, and we should have a game plan. That camera had, from what we could tell, about 6 decent bulls on it, one really nice one. They're hitting the water pretty good. So we plan on checking that camera the day before season, or maybe 2 days before season when we first get up here and get camp set up and stuff. That should give us a good idea of where these elk are. But feeling pretty good, because the last couple times we checked these cameras, we didn't get a single elk. So it looks like they finally moved back down, and this is the area that we were wanting to hunt them in. We know this area pretty good now, so it'd be in our favor if we did hunt them here. So we'll see what the camera produces in the next 10 or 11 days and go from there. We just got finished with our last hike of the day. We checked all our cameras, and I think we found our opening morning spot. This place was just loaded with elk sign, and the cameras showed the same. And we ran into 3 cows. So I think opening morning we're gonna spend our time here and start there and see where it takes us. But for this video, I think this is gonna be it, and It's been fun trying to make this. It's our first one, so if y'all have any suggestions, let us know. We're doing the best we can, and we're going to try to film the hunt if we can, and make a video for that, so stay tuned.